and I interview Marco Iopoli, who will talk about a bad addiction. Hi Marco Iopoli, could you do a little description of you?
Sure. I'm 20 years old and I work at the University of Montreal as a scientist for a common addiction. It's the Facebook addiction. I will now show you an example of it. Here's Antoine Rizzo.
After the pause, I will ask some question for Antoine. Hi Antoine, nice to meet you. May I ask you some question?
Hi Jeremy, I have no problem with that.
In your opinion, how do you become a Facebook addict? And how did you become addict?
Okay, first of all, to become a Facebook addict, a person needs to spend a lot of time online. That means instead of going out with friends or going to parties or spending time with your family, the person is on Facebook. He is connected to Facebook. For example, my personal addiction came when I stopped going out with friends and family and started to stay at home. I then started to spend a lot of time on Facebook and online.
Second question, in your opinion, how many people are addicted to Facebook?
I do not have a number in mind for you. However, I would say about 48% of the population is addicted to social media.
Third question, how many hours do you spare on Facebook per day?
I believe that I spend on average 7 hours per day online.
Fourth question, do you think there is intimidation on Facebook?
Yes, there is intimidation on Facebook. It depends on the people using it and what their motives are. For example, a person wishing to harm another person may choose to utilize social media instead of aggressing verbally. On the other hand, Facebook may be a very powerful and peaceful place to interact with friends.
My last question for you, Antoine. What is the reaction of your parents towards your Facebook addiction?
To answer your last question, Jeremy, my parents are against my Facebook addiction because instead of spending time with the family, I go out, I'm logged on to my friends on Facebook. The same thing with friends. Instead of going out with friends, I'm logged on to my Facebook. So at home, instead of talking with my family, watching a hockey game together, watching TV together, or going to watch a movie, instead I'm on Facebook talking to my friends or playing a video game on Facebook or doing things on social media. So my parents are against it for that reason, because I spend less time with the family and more time online.
Thanks, Antoine.
No problem.
Now we will ask the same question for Marco. How do people become addicted to Facebook?
I will say that they become addicted because they check their Facebook every time they could and they spend all day browsing through their Facebook.
How many teenagers are addicted to Facebook?
It is about 90% of the teenagers and the Facebook complex, which is 9 out of 10 teens.
What is the average time spent on Facebook by teenager per day?
They usually spend about 3 hours per day.
Do you think there is intimidation on Facebook?
The answer is yes, because every social media server, there's always intimidation.
What would be advice for a teenager that wants to stop Facebook, but he is not capable to stop?
Firstly, you could ask your parents for a time limit of Facebook, and you could go play with your friends outside, or even go to the cinema or watch hockey games, and you could forget about Facebook.
Thank you for your time. This was Jeremy Lavoie from CBC News.